Mm, 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 mm. They didn't even sing out the Hey y'all, I'm back. I don't even know if they sent out the notification for this, but honey, thanks for coming back. I'm sorry about that last interruption. They kicked they snatched my video down. YouTube snatched the video down, and they said that they snatched it down because of inappropriate content. I guess I guess about the conversation that we were having, about Jeffrey Epstein or whatever. But they snatched it down. I don't know what was inappropriate about the content, but thank you guys for coming back. They snatched it. They snatched the video down, Kingsmino, for inappropriate content. I'm gonna read you guys the email, but thanks for coming back. Lady Tia says, I wonder if they kicked you off because of who you was. I guess, Lady Tia, that's what it would appear to be. Because I wasn't talking about anything that hasn't already been talked about concerning Jeffrey Epstein. Now, I was giving a prequel to some audio that I found of Naomi Campbell speaking about her connection to Jeffrey Epstein. And we were talking about the Netflix documentary that I saw called Filthy Rich and all the information that came out in the midst of that documentary on Netflix. So I don't know exactly what part of the conversation was inappropriate, other than maybe I was mentioning too many names. Maybe that's what it was. But like I said, everything that we were talking about has already been mentioned in the Netflix documentary. So yeah, that was crazy. But they snatched it. They snatched it down. Let me find this. Let me find the what do you call it? The Gmail that I got in response to the video being snatched down. I'm gonna read it to you guys, okay? Because it wasn't me, it was them. It says that so this is the email that I got in response to the video being snatched down. It says that your video has been removed from YouTube. It says that as you may know, our community guidelines describe which content we allow and don't allow on YouTube. Your video, Naomi Campbell breaks her silence about Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell connection, was flagged to us for review. Upon review, we've determined that it violates our guidelines and we removed it from YouTube. I don't know. I don't know what the violation was, though, exactly. Do you see what I'm saying? And so YouTube don't give strikes on live streams, only on already uploaded videos. The video was a live stream that they snatched. We were in the process of a live stream, and they snatched it down. Do you see what I'm saying? Maybe so, Kingsmina. I don't know, but for whatever reason, they snatched it down and they sent me this email telling me why it was removed. They said it violated community guideline strikes. Don't know how. Like I said, we weren't talking about anything that's not been talked about in the Netflix documentary or anything that's not already been broadcast in the news. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna say, if you guys haven't watched that Netflix documentary, Filthy Rich, you should go back and watch that Netflix that documentary, because it's got a lot of very interesting details. And also, I don't even know if I can show you guys this article that I found about Naomi Campbell as it pertains to her connection to Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. But simply put, her connection is simply I guess QT1. I guess they don't want us talking about some people that are connected to Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. I don't know what I said that was wrong. Okay, but we all know about. Like I said, go back and watch that documentary. Okay, and so yeah, it's very interesting. All right, so what was I gonna say? But as far as Naomi Campbell goes, she spoke out. She broke her silence last year when it came to a photo that was taken of her and Ghislaine Maxwell as well as Jeffrey Epstein, and she said that her only connection to Jeffrey Epstein, if I can say that, her only connection to him is simply that he owns stock in he was a financial analyst, I guess, for a person that owned the Victoria's Secret company. And so since he was the financial advisor for this man, I won't even say his name. Good morning, making it happen, Manny. Because he was a financial advisor for this man, he showed up at a lot of the Victoria's Secret fashion shows or whatever, right? She said Naomi Campbell said that he was always at these events, and because she was a hot girl, especially the it girl, as it pertains to the supermodel world, she was given a in her I think it's a 31st birthday party or something like that. Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell threw her a birthday party on his yacht. And that is where the photographs came from, but that she didn't have anything to do with his business. You know what I mean? And he was a part, his whatever it was he was doing behind the scenes that they don't want us to talk about. She didn't have nothing to do with that. And she also, yeah, right, Kingsman. She didn't have nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? She was just she's also believed. She says that she believes that because she was given a humanitarian award, a celebration, they threw her a humanitarian. She was awarded a humanitarian award for her nonprofit organization called Fashion for Relief or something like that. Because of that, she believes that she's a victim of an alleged smear campaign, especially as it pertains to the article that we were reading from the Daily Mail UK. And she spoke out about that audio, and I have audio of that, and we're going to play about it. But like I said, she spoke about these events back in 2019, and but her name keeps coming up. They keep trying to put her as being involved with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell and their nefarious dealings and their nefarious actions. They're trying to put her in that, but she doesn't have anything to do with that. She says, she was just, the only connection that she had, like I said, is the Victoria's Secret thing. And, she don't know why they keep bringing her name up in that nonsense. And she also said that she sides with the victims. You see what I'm saying? She believes that she's they launched a smear campaign in her mind because she was given the humanitarian reward, but she also feels like they launched this smear campaign against her because she's a black woman. She is a powerful force in the fashion industry. She is now over 50 years old, and she's still a powerful force in the fashion industry, but she's gone away from, her past. There have been article after article about her talking about her past alcohol and drug abuse. She's moved past all of that. And she says she's not going to be, silenced because of her past. Because people, they learn, they grow, they get older, they get smarter. You see what I'm saying? And so she was really disappointed in that article that I had showed to you guys. I am not even afraid to pull up the article. Do you see what I'm saying? But what I'm going to try to do is put a link to the article in the description box after this video uploads, if they keep it, if they allow it to stay up. Do you see what I'm saying? But evidently we were mentioning too many names. Evidently. But like I said, if you go look at that Netflix documentary about Jeffrey Epstein titled Filthy Rich, honey, you will get all the tea. Okay? All of the tea. But it also explains how he really, in my opinion, how that's right, give her credit. She's a powerful force in the in the industry. You know what I mean? I'm gonna read this. Desiree said Naomi Campbell is a force to be reckoned with. Yes, she is. She has been no nonsense from day one, and the fashion industry knows this. Yes, she don't play no games. Gianni Versace adored her. She was his muse. She is a beautiful, strong black woman. You see what I'm saying? And that is part of the reason why she feels that she was the target of this alleged smear campaign. Do you see what I'm saying? They act like people can't grow and learn and move past this, but she don't care. You know, like you said, she's strong and she's not gonna let that silence her. They try to call her nonprofit organization a vanity organization, like her fashion relief. It was just there like in name only, but she speaks about all the charitable works that she has done in her .org or whatever, right? So they're actually doing they help people, you know, with hurricanes and hurricane relief funds, and she's spoken out and advocated for, you know, help with the AIDS victim. She's spoken out against and trying to help with poverty in different countries, particularly in Africa. She's done all of this philanthropic work since she's amassed her fortune as being a supermodel. You see what I'm saying? She's been called a mean girl. Naomi, what is her name? Tyra Banks called her, said that she was bullying her and all of this and all of that. But in my opinion, I love Naomi Campbell. She's strong. She's resilient. You know what I mean? And they can't handle a lot of strong women, especially if you are a black woman, especially if you are in the fashion industry, because we know the pedestal of the ideal beauty as it pertains to the fashion industry is the Anglo woman. Okay, but Naomi Campbell, even at 50 years old, is still walking in fashion shows because she's absolutely gorgeous. We know that black don't crack, and so yeah. But yeah, she believes that she was a victim of the smear campaign. Well, oh, hey, Clyde, how you doing? Good morning. So anyway, if I can, I found the audio of her, you know, explaining her connection to Epstein, and it really, she feels like she was a victim of circumstance. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, Tyra has been called to the carpet as well. You see what I'm saying? Naomi Campbell, you know, she's a jet setter. She hangs with the wealthy, the rich, these elites and stuff like that. She don't have no control over what they do in their business world or their personal life. She don't have no control over that. And she should not be hit over the head because she done took a picture, you know, with somebody that's been found as doing something nefarious. Okay. So I'm going to honey, if they want, we're gonna see if they snatch it down. But I found this audio of her addressing what she calls a smear campaign in this Daily Mail UK article. If you don't know what the Daily Mail is, it's a magazine, a gossip magazine, much like the National Enquirer, that sort of thing. Is that type of magazine, okay? And she didn't appreciate what they wrote up about her, you know, in lieu of her getting this humanitarian award or whatever, right? And so anyway, let me try to find it. Hold on. I play the audio. Honey, hope they don't snatch it down, but I'm going to try to play it before they do, girl. You know how that go. I can't believe they did it to my video. I still can't figure out what it was that I said wrong. You know, but the only thing I can figure, like you said, we was mentioning too many names, child. Too many names, but y'all go look at that Netflix doc. Oh, and also before I play the audio, I just found out that y'all remember how what is it? Lifetime did that documentary Surviving R. Kelly and Surviving R. Kelly 2. Well, they're going to, in August, there's going to be a Surviving Jeffrey Epstein docuseries on Lifetime. Okay. And so yeah, that's gonna be interesting. That's going to be interesting. It's going to be in August. I'm going to give you guys the date of that. Hold on, let me find it. Are you guys going to watch that? Surviving Jeffrey Epstein, just like we watched Surviving R. Kelly. The title of the show is going to be, it's going to be a 2-night event. It's going to be Sunday. It's going to be premiering Sunday, August the 9th at 8 o'clock on Lifetime. Surviving Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, I will be watching it, just like I watched Surviving R. Kelly. I'm gonna be watching Surviving Jeffrey Epstein on Lifetime. Okay, but you know, is it going to be an extension of what Netflix has already said in its documentary about Jeffrey Epstein, or do they have some new evidence, or I'm sure some of his victims, his alleged victims, are going to be speaking out. But and I hope that, and I hope that one person in particular, we talked about her, Virginia Roberts, and her connection to a whole lot of people, and I wonder if she's going to be featured in this documentary. But anyway, let me find this audio. Child, I'm scared to say the names now, honey. I want them snatching my video. I'll be watching too, Desiree, right, girl? Honey. That shocked me. I have never had a video snatched out of thin air, y'all. That has never happened to me. I'm like, wow, what did I say, girl? What did I say? You know, let me find it. Hold on. Let me find a video, child. I'm gonna let you hear what Naomi Campbell has to say in response to what she had to say in response to that article, as well as her ties, what she has to say about her ties to Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Let me see. And this is am I gonna get it snatched again, child? Oh, now I'm just now getting the what you call it. Jeffrey, the notification. Cloud said, I'll definitely be watching to see if they have, if they have that same energy that they had for R. Kelly. Absolutely, right? Child, but R. Kelly, baby, he ain't nothing compared to what's done came out about. He ain't nothing compared to Epstein and Maxwell. And also on the side note, I don't know if I can say this or not. It really irritates me when they say that Ghislaine Maxwell was Jeffrey Epstein, ex-girlfriend. I don't think that. I think that Ghislaine Maxwell was his partner in crime, if I can say that. Okay. I thought you thought your phone was tripping, QT1. Yeah, no, YouTube snatched the video. You know, I guess we were saying too many names, but like I said, all you got to do if you want to, hear the tea is go take a look at that Netflix documentary, Filthy Rich. Okay. And like I said, it explained how Naomi Campbell got involved with Jeffrey Epstein, and it's only through the fact that he had something to do with the fashion shows, the Victoria's Secret fashion shows. Anyway, let me try to find it, just y'all can hear her speaking her own words. Okay. We'll play this audio. And this audio is for 2019, and she's addressing what she called a smear campaign. And in this audio, she said she a work in progress, but I will not be held hostage by my past. I know that's right, Naomi, girl. Do your thing. So anyway, guys, here's the audio. Let me play it for you guys. Hope it don't get snatched down. But this is her response to that article, okay, last year in 2019. Okay? And so, yeah. Here we go.
Thank you for sitting down with me, Naomi, and let me talk to you today. But I'm not happy about the subject. I've known you for some time, so I know it's important to hear your point of view on the Mail on Sunday. How do you feel?
I was shocked by this article in Mail on Sunday. I've always said that I'm not a saint, that I am a work in progress, but I will not be held hostage by my past. Passion for Relief is something that came to my mind in 2005. We started with Hurricane Katrina. We've helped the floods in Japan. We worked with the great association Save the Children. We worked with Sarah Brown, the former Prime Minister's wife, Gordon Brown's wife, White Women Alliance, maternal health, Ebola crisis, the floods in UK. I mean, it goes on. I'm not going to stop. And I won't be undermined or have my team be undermined for all the wonderful and great work and for all the people that have collaborated and supported the cause that Passion for Relief chooses each year.
Why would anyone be surprised to hear that you're being honored as a humanitarian?
I mean, it was, again, very disappointing to hear and to see the way they wrote about that. To focus on the negative and say this is a vanity charity. There's no vanity about it.
Do you think it's fair to draw you into the Charles Taylor story when you were only a witness? After all, the picture they used clearly shows someone cropped from it. Presume that was President Mandela?
Yes, I do think it's unfair. For me, it's a distorted piece of journalism, and I do love great journalism. But this
let me pause right there. When they're talking about Charles Taylor and Nelson Mandela, Charles Taylor was the president of Liberia. She went out on a couple of dates with this man, and he gave her some um he gave her some what they call blood diamonds, some uncut diamonds from off the continent of Africa. She didn't even know. She says that she didn't know. She clearly didn't know that he was smuggling these what they call blood diamonds. These diamonds that are mined in hard conditions in Africa, right? She didn't know he was that type of smuggler of diamonds, and he gave her several uncut diamonds. And the police questioned her about that. She turned over those diamonds to them, but she didn't know what he was doing. She just went out to dinner with this man. You see what I'm saying? And so they tried to trip her up in that, but she was cleared. She didn't have no parts in his business. She just went out a date with him. That was cleared up. That was the end of it. She did not know what he was doing, just like she didn't know what Jeffrey Epstein is alleged to have been doing. Okay, so I just want to explain to you guys what that was about. All right. So anyway, let's continue.
The direct character assassination, and it belongs in like an Orwell book.
If a story like this doesn't take into account the person being interviewed, does it then become fake news?
Well, it's pretty one-sided, and I don't want to get into that phrase, but I feel if you don't give the person the chance to speak for themselves and respond. I mean, this is a pretty established newspaper. You should give the person the right to respond to what your allegations are.
The paper does manage to make it clear that you were not aware of Epstein activities. Did you know who he was?
Yes, I knew him. I was introduced to him on my 31st birthday by my ex-boyfriend, Flavio. He was always front and center at Victoria's Secret shows.
Did you suspect what he was doing?
No. And what he's done is indefensible. And when I heard of what he'd done, it sickened me to my stomach, just like everybody else. Because I've had my fair share of sexual predators. And thank God that I had good people around me that protected me from this. I mean, right now I stand with the victims. They're scarred for life. For life.
How many people do you think you have rubbed shoulders with, as the Mail on Sunday put it?
I've rubbed shoulders with hundreds of thousands of people. I mean, I find it extraordinary that of all the hundreds of thousands of people that I've stood next to take a picture at a public event, they've only chosen these few. It's going to be very difficult to be photographed at public events because you're going to think if you do take a picture, it's going to be taken out of context and used in a negative way. So it's going to be sad for everybody.
Has this article made you think differently about the state of journalism today? And did you think this one-sided way of reporting could then be considered sinister?
Yes, I do. I mean, as I've said, I've met some great journalists and writers and done some great interviews over the years. If anyone who saw me do Newsnight with Emily, I mean, they were tough questions, and I don't mind being asked tough and strong questions. What Emily did was stand-up journalism. That's an example for me as a stand-up journalist. Straightforward, tough questions, and I was happy to answer them. I cannot put this in the same boat and say this is journalism, especially as I was not given a chance to respond. It's not what I would have expected.
What would your conclusion be about this article?
Let's call it for what it is. This is a character assassination. And we can all read between the lines and know why they keep coming at me. But I will not lay down and let that happen. The frightening conclusion here is that if the negative action of your neighbor, colleague, or even an associate can somehow make you guilty too, simply by association, then we indeed live in very worrying times. This affects us all. It is wrong, it's unfair, and it must be stopped.
Wow. there was a message from Naomi Campbell at the end of the video, and she feels that she has been a victim of a character assassination via this 2019 article that was posted in the Daily Mail UK about her. She feels like she should have been been given the chance to respond to these allegations, and she feels like it was unfair because she was just simply photographed with these people. I mean, she ran with in the circle where you had all these nefarious types of people. You know what I mean? And she and as it pertains to her ex fiance Fabio, he was charged with he used to be in the world of he was a owner of a Formula One racing he was in that organization. He was charged with some type of embezzlement or something like that. He was on the run for a short while, but he was eventually given the charges were dropped, and he was given amnesty. He is another millionaire, and so they have tried to repeatedly in her words, connect her with these nefarious types of dealings, but she didn't have anything to do with this. And she wanted to speak out about those allegations, and just because they threw her a party doesn't mean she knew what Maxwell and Epstein were doing. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's just crazy. I feel like she's been unfairly targeted because she is a woman of color, because she is such a strong, beautiful supermodel, and she has a right to carry out her philanthropic work and not have it be disrespected, because they want to paint her as some type of, criminal or nefarious character because she's been photographed with these people. I mean, you have a right to live your life, and I wanted to share this with you guys because it is a response, and she did this 10 months ago in August of 2019, but she hasn't, to my knowledge, she hasn't spoken out recently, concerning anything as it pertains to Jeffrey Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell. They threw her a party when she was in her 30s because she was still modeling for Victoria's Secret at the time, and she doesn't appreciate being unfairly associated with these people simply because, like she said, she was photographed at a public event with these people. She don't have nothing to do with what they were doing behind the scenes. You know what I mean? She felt that was unfair for a whole lot of reasons, as did I. You see what I'm saying? And so there's the reason why I want to share that with you guys, because she did respond to those allegations. She did speak up to defend herself, and I think she's a beautiful, strong, powerful Black woman, and I admire her for the philanthropic work that she has done with her nonprofit organization. She's helped a whole lot of people, and so yeah. Lady Tia said they're using Naomi as a distraction now that Maxwell is claiming. Yes, Maxwell says she's ready to talk, but they clearly don't want her to talk because she holds a lot of secrets. Okay. When it comes to these types of people that we won't mention, but we've all heard of. A couple of people in particular that are mentioned in that Netflix documentary. You guys should go look at that documentary, okay? Cloud said, being a world-class A1 supermodel for as long as Miss Campbell has been, she's going to come into contact with several questionable people. I felt she handled it. I felt she handled it perfectly too, Cloud. Thank you for saying that. You know what I mean? And so I think that she was treated unfairly in this article. Because if y'all, like I said, I'm going to try to post a link to the article so that you guys can read it for yourself. I'm scared to pull it up now. I had it pulled up. But you guys know that they snatched that first video that I did a little while ago. They said it was inappropriate content. I don't know what I said that was inappropriate, but they snatched it. But I really want to come back and share with you what Naomi Campbell had to say in her defense. Do you see what I'm saying? And so yeah. I agree with you, Lady Tia. Lady Tia said, if she names names, she will rock this country. Yes, she will. She know everybody's secrets, okay? The little dirty dealings. So yeah, and maybe that's why, and we were naming names, and so maybe that's why the first video was snatched. but I felt like, you know, people had the right to hear what she had to say in her defense. You know, it's not right to just publish one side of the story and not give her a chance to speak. That's not cool. But she did speak out in 2019 about that, and I want to share it with you guys. You know what I mean? Desiree said when Jeffrey Epstein was serving time for those girls, he spent more time yeah, that was in the documentary. Yeah, it was in the documentary. It was quite fascinating, you know, how the justice system treats some people as opposed to other people. And so, yeah, but like I said, as far as Naomi Campbell goes, I wanted you guys to hear what she had to say in her defense. Do you see what I'm saying? Because everybody deserves a right, you know, to defend themselves. Derek says she's the new Heidi Fleiss of this time. I don't think I disagree. She's not. I don't think that Naomi Campbell is the new Heidi Fleiss of this time. Maybe Ghislaine Maxwell. You know what I mean? But definitely not Naomi Campbell. You know what I mean? But like she said, she's not going to be held hostage by her past. She's not going to be held hostage because she was this high profile it girl and she was at a lot of parties. You know, really, when it comes to these wealthy people and these elites, these circles are really small. Do you see what I'm saying? And so, yeah, you know, it's all about politics, and we know that, you know. Yeah, thank you, Tanya. Yeah, they snatched my video. They snatched it. They said it was inappropriate content. I don't know what was inappropriate other than us discussing some of the people that were alleged to be involved with Epstein. That's the only thing that I can figure out. But we're not mentioning names this time. You know what I mean? So yeah, y'all please hit the like button. They'll probably bury this video, but at least you guys that are on her right now heard what Naomi had to say. And like I said, I try to post a link to that article that she's talking about that really hurt her feelings. And she wanted to the point to where she wanted to come out and defend herself. You know what I mean? And so, yes, Stephanie, if you haven't watched that Netflix documentary, you should absolutely watch that Netflix documentary. The documentary is titled Filthy Rich, and it's about Jeffrey Epstein. Filthy Rich, very, woo, child. They got a lot of tea in that documentary, okay? I had to go back and watch it. I glanced over it the first time, but I went back and rewatched it to see if they had anything to say about Naomi Campbell, and they did not. Do you see what I'm saying? So, but they had a lot to say about a whole lot of other people. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, one person in particular, I found it very interesting. But like I said, honey, I ain't gonna name no names this time. So, yeah. I know that's right, Lady Tia, right? It's very interesting how they've painted Ghislaine Maxwell as well, because she has even before she was involved with Jeffrey Epstein, her father had a shady past as well, you know, and you know, she's this British born or European born socialite, if you will. That is the way she was able to maneuver in these circles. Do you see what I'm saying? So if Jeffrey Epstein, he wasn't born with money. You know, he garnered his wealth in a very quote unquote filthy way, in my opinion, if you will. But the documentary breaks all that down, and it will also okay, Stephanie, yeah, go watch that honey documentary. It's a lot of tea in it. Your mouth will be wide open. I was like, oh my God. Do you see what I'm saying? And I just let me say, I stand with the victims too. And I absolutely believe everything that they said in this documentary. Just let me say that if I can. And my God, I'm just saying, y'all better keep y'all baby safe, honey. And these people, they know the people that they prey on. That it was just a lot. It was a lot to listen to. You know what I mean? And it really gives you a very in-depth look at how Epstein and Maxwell moved and the way that they moved. Okay, and so yeah. Oh, that's what you were saying, Derek. But Maxwell is the new Heidi Fleiss. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. I agree with that, Derek. I sure do. But yeah, y'all. Honey, that's all I got to say. I can't believe they snatched that video down. I'm like, what in the world is going on? Somebody don't want folks talking, right? And also, before I go, did y'all know that Shaquille O'Neal's son had undergone heart surgery a little while ago? And he is now on the mend. I'm like, oh my goodness, God bless him. He is on the mend. And so, yeah. She Lady T, she got the women from a lot of different places. You see what I'm saying? She got them young girls from a lot of different places. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. They lay it all out, honey, in that Netflix documentary. You know, especially as it pertains to one of the victims in particular. She got a lot of tea. Okay. You cringe looking at his face when he was pleading the fifth, Chad. I looked at his eyes. Y'all know I got a thing about people's eyes, right? The eyes tell a lot. And only thing I saw in his eyes was just darkness. If I can say that. I just saw darkness. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's also very one of the victims tell a very interesting story about her interaction with the ex Hollywood mogul who is now in jail. And so yeah, it's very interesting. A whole lot of names was named in that documentary, and I believe those people too. They have no reason to lie, and they even vilified one of his victims, you know. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't even know if I can say that, child, but I tried it, child. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Shirley. But anyway, guys, I guess I'm gonna cut this short since I can't name no names. Okay. Yeah, the eyes are the window to the soul, King's Mina. And like I always tell people, I can tell what's behind your eyes. You know what I mean? I was given that gift, and honey, I couldn't even look behind his eyes very long. It was so it was scary. It was downright scary when you look at that man on that video pleading the fifth and all of that other stuff. He said, "You read that before, but never knew about." Yeah, it was Shaquille O'Neal's son. He underwent heart surgery, and so yeah. I just want to throw that out there. I don't even know why that came up, but I was thinking about it, so I want to mention it to that because I didn't know it. And it was something else I want to mention. Oh my God. It's real scary. What's going on right now about this COVID-19. Y'all know that when we was talking about the COVID, we suspected that it was airborne, and so now they are urging the World Health Organization, the CDC, or whoever. Good morning, Art New Style. How you doing? They are urging the World Health Organization to classify COVID-19 as an airborne virus. We already suspected that months ago anyway. And so, yeah, Stephanie said the documentary sounds deep and secret. Yes, it is very deep. It is very deep, Stephanie. And I hope you go watch that documentary, child. It is an eye-opener. Okay? It is an absolute eye-opener. So, yeah, Klaus said, I'm worried. You worried about Shaq? He's lost a lot of he lost a lot of family and loved ones over the last couple of years. I know he's resilient. And we send prayers and positive thoughts for Shaq. Absolutely, his family and loved ones. I know about. I agree. And also, I want to send prayers and positive energy to Ricky Smiley because you know that his daughter was shot. She was a bystander and she was shot. But she is now went through surgery and she is on the mend. And Ricky Smiley has been documenting what went on with his daughter. And some people were speculating she wouldn't walk, but she's up and walking. Do you see what I'm saying? And so, yeah. Lady Tia said my state, Florida, is in the top 3. They're going to do a lockdown again. They're going to have to. You know, I agree, Lady Tia. What is the name so you can catch it? The name of the Netflix documentary. You already stocked up, Lady Tia. I know that's right. Coronavirus has exploded in my state. I live in Tennessee. And it's like at first the virus attacked the northern states and now it's down south. You know what I mean? And they were believing at first that when it got warm outside, the virus the spread would die down, but it's like it's ramped up. You see what I'm saying? And so, yeah. 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 Anyway, the name of the documentary is called Filthy Rich, and it's on Netflix. Shirley, it's called Filthy Rich. Jeffrey Epstein, Filthy Rich. That is the name of the. Just type in, go to the search engine and Netflix, and type in Filthy Rich, and the documentary will pop up. It's very interesting, very telling. Yeah, she on crutches. She's recuperating. But she is walking. She on crutches. And like I said, he's been documenting her aftercare, and how he's been feeling about the whole things. And I heard that Texas was out of control with that Rona. He said he couldn't even visit his daughter in the hospital because of the Filthy Rich. Yes, that's the name of it. Thank you, Lady Tia. Because of the coronavirus. And he seems like he's so upset. But he also said that if he didn't, let you guys know, if he didn't report on it, somebody else would. And he didn't want anything taken out of context. Because she was on her way to get a burger. And they don't know if it was a road rage or whatever was going on. But the people started shooting in the car beside her. And we know that many times there's always the innocent victims that get hurt in these kind of situations, and she was an innocent victim. And so, but I'm praying for Ricky Smiley and his family, his daughter especially as well, because she's so young, and the baby is in college. She's gonna have some kind of PTSD behind this. It's just horrible. But it's always the innocent victim. You know what I mean? Klaus said, I just saw about Ricky Smiley's daughter. Oh, did you? Yeah, thank the Most High. Yeah. It wasn't worse than it. Yeah, he when he was talking about it the other day, he said he could have been one of the parents that would have been going to the morgue, the mortuary, picking out a casket for his baby, and he was so thankful, that he was going to the hospital to visit his child, and she was recuperating instead of having to go to the morgue and pick out a casket. And I absolutely agree with that. I'm like, oh my God, this poor baby. She was in school, going to school to be a doctor. I'm sure she will continue with her studies, hopefully, but she's got to recover. And, I hope they get her some mental health help as well. Because, like I said, I know this child going to have some PTSD behind this. You said something like this will change your life forever, So yeah, prayers going up for Shaq's family and Ricky Smiley's family. You know what I mean? And all of the people that lost young children over this weekend, because this past 4th of July weekend was very deadly, and several children lost their lives, as a result of this type of this gun madness, this gun violence madness that went on in many states in the country. And just God bless them. I couldn't even do a video about the babies. I tried, but that's too much. That's too much right there. Lady Tia said our governor DeSantis is collaborating with 45 to demand vaccines and everyone in Florida. I'm not doing it. Well, I did that video the other day about what Farrakhan had to say about those vaccines, especially as they pertain to Black people. He offered up some wonderful advice, some wonderful wisdom, and I plan on following that wisdom as well, Lady Tia. So, yeah. Klaus said, of course, we send prayers and positive thoughts for Mr. Fallon. Yeah, absolutely, Klaus. After being shot, it's very traumatic, Lady Tia. Yeah. Like I said, I'm sure they're going to get her some mental health help behind this, because I'm almost positive that she's going to have some PTSD behind something like this. But anyway, guys, I won't hold you guys much longer. I just want to mention those things that were going on in the world, as well as playing for you guys what Naomi Campbell had to say in response to them trying to connect her in some kind of way to Epstein and Maxwell, and she feels that she's been a victim of an alleged smear campaign. They tried to, she feels like, this article in particular that was published in 2019, was, trying to, mar her character. It was a character assassination in her words, and she wanted to speak out against that. And I wanted you guys to hear it as well. And so, yeah. But you guys stay safe out there. And, do the best you can to, protect yourself about this ongoing corona epidemic, pandemic, whatever you want to call it. Y'all be careful, okay? Because it is real. And so, yeah, I'm real scared about what's going to happen when it's time for schools to open back up. And you also know that I also heard in the news before I close that Trump is threatening to, withhold funding from public schools that, that are not going to be opening their doors to anything other than online classes. He wants the doors open. He's going to withhold funding if they're not offering in-person classes as well as online classes. And he is also a couple of universities, MIT, and it was another university that is suing the Trump administration because they've ordered all foreign exchange students out of this country because of online classes, because these universities are only offering up online classes, wanting to keep the students safe. And so they're suing him because he's ordered these foreign exchange students out of the country. I was like, honey, absolutely, Lady Tia. This was going. Those are plans that we have. The young people in my family too. Online classes only. Yeah. Klaus said my aunt in Jacksonville, and she's disgusted that Orange Face is still coming there to child. Yeah, Desiree. That's what he's threatened to do. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know why he's so obsessed with the schools. It seems to me that you will want to keep the children safe, as well as the teachers, the staff, as well as the children. You know what I mean? So I don't understand what the opposition, what the issue is with the school and these children and these teachers. Why would you want to put anybody at risk? This virus is running rampant. They're trying to classify it, like I said, as finally, after all these months, classified as an airborne virus, which they should have classified it as being airborne a long time ago. We talked about this on this channel a long time ago about us suspecting that the virus is airborne. It's too easily, you can contract it too easily, for it not to be airborne. Do you see what I'm saying? And so, hey, Joe, how you doing? And so, yeah, so finally the CDC and whoever else is wanting to classify it as airborne. That should have been done a long time ago. Lady Tia said, how will you be voting? Online, by mail, or the polls? I haven't decided that yet, Lady Tia, but whichever way I choose to vote, please believe that I'm going to vote. You see what I'm saying? But I don't know if I'm going to do it. They're not offering an online option in my state. They're offering a mail-in ballot and in-person ballot. I haven't heard. I don't know if my state is going to allow people to vote online because they haven't said anything about that option. Klaus said, I believe. I seen that too. Klaus says, I believe schools have canceled fall sports, including football. Yeah, I saw it this morning too, Klaus. Klaus says, I wouldn't be shocked if other schools and quite possibly the NFL does the same. Well, I know that the as far as it stands right now, the NBA is still planning on secluding the teams in Disney and putting them in a bubble and playing some games. I don't know about football, Yeah, I feel worried and leery about this election too, Lady T. I agree with you. You know what I mean? And so, yeah. But I hope that people still, especially as Black people in particular, your vote matters. And I hope that, even though they're trying to be real shady with the way they did in Georgia, that was ridiculous. Those people had to stand in line upwards of 6 hours to place their vote. And yeah, it's just real shady what's going on. And Trump doesn't want mail-in ballots, okay? He doesn't want that. You can't manipulate a mail-in ballot. Do you see what I'm saying? And so, yeah. Yeah. Desiree said he wants the schools to reopen because he wants people to go back to work. He is sick. He is sick. He doesn't care about the safety of America. He doesn't seem to care about the safety of the American people. I just can't believe it. It's just really disgusting and very disheartening. The leadership that we have in this country right now. So, yeah. So the stadiums will be empty, Uncle Cloud. Child. I hope y'all are checking out Cloud's channel, especially as it pertains to sports. Because Cloud breaks down the sports world in the way that I could never break it down because I am not a sports fan. Okay, now when those sports stories like the one I did yesterday tend to intersect with what's going on, in our community, especially as it pertains to police brutality and racism and things of that nature, I will talk about it. You know what I mean? And so yeah, but Cloud talks. He breaks those sports stories down. If the Joe says if the SEC counts as football this fall, it will be millions. Yes, they will lose millions of dollars. You're right about that, Joe. Yeah. Teresa said everybody needs to get out there and vote. Absolutely. Whether it's by ballots online or to the polls. Absolutely, Teresa. Absolutely. I agree. Everybody needs to vote. It's imperative that we vote. It's imperative. This country, in my opinion, cannot withstand 4 more years of Donald Trump. Okay? I feel like Donald Trump has exposed this country to this pandemic. Okay? I really feel that way. I really do. Keeps me to say my job has built us cubicles around our sewing machines with sanitizer and mask. But I got this one chick who keeps coming over trying to talk, putting her mask down. I want to cuss her. I was just going to tell her, please, baby, I don't mind talking to you, but you're going to have your mask on, okay, boo? Because you're in my personal space. You just need to tell her that, Kingsmina. And so, yeah. Child. And I don't even understand I cannot understand why people are so opposed to wearing masks in this country. I don't understand what the beef is. What the problem is, why? It's like you're hustling backwards when it comes to your own personal safety. What is the deal with the mask? What is the problem that they have about wearing a mask? I don't get that. So yeah. Teresa said I never voted by ballots, but I got one in the mail. Did you get one in the mail yesterday? Child. However you choose to vote, Rise Cash, that's on you. As long as you vote, that's all I'm gonna say. But I don't think when it comes to Trump and Biden, I think that Biden is a safer bet. I can't believe that anybody is wanting to vote for Donald Trump again. I cannot. I do not agree with that at all. This country cannot withstand 4 more years of Donald Trump. I don't have a problem with it either, Lady Tia, wearing a mask. Honey, I got my mask on before I opened my door, getting into my car. Okay? And as far as those mail-in ballots go, in my state, you have to, they've got a deadline. You have to apply, I guess, online or call them with your information if you want to receive a mail-in ballot or whatever. And so, yeah, they've got a deadline. They're not just sending them out just because you have to apply for one, so yeah. But no, I don't have a problem wearing a mask either. Kingsmeter said, I don't know what the problem is. Thank goodness I make them cute and the grands love them. My sister has taken on the task of making a mask for my family, Kingsmeter. Yeah, she makes some cool masks. Yeah, she makes some real cute as well. Really thick and protective. They sure are. Mika said, you got one too. Teresa said, yes, I did. I didn't vote for Trump. And I'd rather vote for. But I think that he's the lesser of two evils. Somebody asked me a little while ago, which was worse, Biden or Trump. I'm gonna have to say Trump. I'm sorry. Like, he knows nothing about politics. He is not qualified to be the president of this United States of America. He is very divisive. He has come out and he is a proud member of the white supremacist organizations. And he's very divisive, and we don't need division. He clearly doesn't care about the American people when it comes to this virus, and it's just no. Teresa said, yep, I did mine online this morning. Lady Tia said, I got so many masks, I'll be coordinating with. I know, right, lady? Girl, me too. Me too, Lady Tia. First thing I think about, now you notice a new normal when you have to think about what mask to wear with your outfit, girl. Okay. I know that's right, Lady T. I be coordinating my butt off too, child. Every time I think I'm gonna have a mask and it don't match my outfit, I tell my people, tell my sister to make me a new mask that's gonna match my outfit, girl. I got a whole lot of them. She be whipping them up. It don't take her no time at all. And so yeah, she'll just hook me up, child. Hook me up, child. And we ain't gonna talk. My favorite mask though is this camo mask that she made me, girl. I be thinking I'm in the army, child, when I wear that mask to the store. Honey, I be thinking I'm doing something. I even got me some army fatigue stretch pants, child. Girl. No, I don't agree. Well, I agree that Bill Gates is the issue that's going on here, but I don't know about the Democrats. And the country don't have the mess. Let me tell you something. The Democrats are not at fault for how this country has gone down. That is Donald Trump's fault. Okay? Just let me say, there's nobody to blame for the status of our country right now except for Donald Trump. He's made us ripe for attack. Okay? Nobody fears this country anymore. He's left us open to attack. Okay? They're making a mockery out of the United States of America right now, and it's because of Donald Trump, in my opinion. Okay? I'm just saying. Teresa said, my family is masked down, gloves. I know that's right. Hand sanitizer, Clorox, and Lysol wipes. Absolutely. We're ready because the coronavirus no, it's not done with us. You're right. Even though Connecticut stats is down, I wouldn't let my guard down either. Lady Tia said I was called a ninja. You was called a ninja the other day, Lady Tia, because of your mask, girl. Child, I know that's right. Klaus said, ironically, Kanye, they're now saying, is in the midst of a nervous breakdown and hasn't been. Yes, I read where they're saying he's in the midst of some mental health crisis right now because he ain't been taking his meds, and that was why he announced that he was running for president. I'm thinking, I didn't even do a video about Kanye West saying that he was running for president because it's so ridiculous. Like, I'm thinking, nope, not even gonna feed into it. I just figured he was trying to promote his new album. Child. Did you hear about China missiles ready for? No, I didn't hear about that. I heard that they were having a meeting about North Korea because they found some plants or something, and they believe that they're making nuclear weapons in these plants that North Korea didn't tell them about. These factories that North Korea didn't tell them about. And so, yeah. But like I said, because of Trump, this whole country has been, we were now open to attack, from everybody, from every other country because of Donald Trump. Okay? And so, yeah. And as far as Kanye West go, I don't see how anybody could take that seriously. And he even missed the deadline to be placed on the ballot, in a whole lot of these states, even though he could be, put on the ballot as a write-in candidate. I did not take that seriously. I don't take it seriously now, and hopefully it won't go any further because all he is going to do is take a whole lot of votes away from Biden. Okay, that's what he's going to do. Honestly, and we need to get Trump out of office, even if you have to vote for Joe Biden. In my opinion, okay, he is the lesser of the two evils, in my opinion, because at least he is fit. He is fit politically. He's politically. Donald Trump, child, nope. He's not even qualified to be any type of politician. Donald Trump, I don't even think he took a civics class in school, or even if he paid attention to it. But I tell you what, I can't wait till his his niece or whoever that is comes out with her book at the end of July. Y'all know they try to sue her and put a restraining order on that book, and the judge said that they can publish her book. It's going to be out at the end of July. She called Donald Trump's father a sociopath, or either Donald Trump called her father a high-functioning sociopath or something like that, and says that because Trump's father was such a sadistic sociopath, that is the reason why he can't show empathy or sympathy, as it pertains to other people. He can't see the whole, scope of the reality of what's going on. And so, yeah. Teresa said that Trump did what he needed to do when he first found things wouldn't be as bad. I agree. Yeah, I'm not thinking about Kanye either. Child, I don't, nope, just not even thinking about it. It's ridiculous. I didn't even take time to do a video about Kanye saying that he was running for president. I didn't know. I know all about Joe Biden. I don't have to do any more study. You do some studying as it pertains to what's really going on in this country, okay? So if you try to think that Donald Trump is some kind of savior, okay, or he's acceptable as a president of this United States of America, it is you. Please do some more research about that, okay? Because 45 is the reason why this country is in the situation that it is in right now. Okay? In my opinion. And that is a lot of people's opinion. Sorry. That's my opinion as an American and as a voter. That is my opinion. And they had the nerve to say that at one point in time that Obama was the worst president ever. No, honey. No. What are they going to say in the history books about Donald Trump as being president of the United States of America? It'll be very interesting to see what they have to say. I can't believe people are caping for this idiot. He's a crazy old man. I think he got Sundowner's disease or Alzheimer's, early onset, or something going on with it, because he's clearly out of his mind. Okay? In my opinion. Crazy old man. That's all he is. That's all. And I can't believe that people actually voted him. I can't believe that the Electoral College, they wanted Hillary not to be president so bad to the point to where they put somebody in office like a Donald Trump. Why would you do that? And why are these people co-signing him? Like, what's wrong with you if you think that he is an adequate president of this United States of America? It's madness. I know that's right, Teresa. It's very interesting, right? Okay. Like I said, y'all go back and listen to Teresa. Go look at that Filthy Rich Netflix documentary and tell me what you think about Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort as it pertains to one of the victims of one of Jeffrey Epstein's victims. Go back and listen to what she... Girl, go back and listen to it. Like I said, I don't want the video flag, so we went into it on the first video. It's a very interesting connection. And so, yeah. Anyway, like I said, Trump is ridiculous. I just cannot. Trump cousin is writing a book about... Oh, his cousin is writing a book about him too? I know his niece is writing a book about him. Yeah, but now this last one that came out, from that, what was his name? I can't think of his name. The former National Security Advisor. That book was just filled with a whole bunch of stuff that we already knew. But I'm very interested in somebody finally talking about his familial life. Do you see what I'm saying? Because if you go into talking about his family, that is how you would decipher why he is the way that he is. And we know that Donald Trump's father, who was an immigrant, he garnered his generational wealth by drug dealing and prostitution. They say he used to own opium dens in New York, and he took that money and started buying up real estate in New York, and that is how his family garnered his generational wealth. So, yeah. Very interesting. Yeah. A middle school child knows more. Okay, knows more about. I agree with that, Kingsman. I just child. Teresa said, "Well, a judge put a stop to electoral college votes. I'm going to watch it again." Yes, they are talking about those electoral colleges, those electoral college votes. Because we know that Hillary Clinton won the popular vote, but the electoral college decided to, which is really overstepping its bounds, because you're making it, you got people voting and saying who they want to be the president. Then you have a small group of politicians actually voting in who they want to be the president. Like, we don't have no say so at all. There's no need for an electoral college, in my opinion, because it's usurping what the American public wants. And they're just going to do what they want to do anyway. You know, you have, and because of the electoral college, you have a lot of people even questioning why they should vote. And it's crazy. I don't agree with that electoral college either. I really don't. It's ridiculous. And so, yeah, guys, I don't know how we got off on this subject, but child, let me get off here. Teresa said, "Cause when I watched it the first time, I was in shock and needed to process everything. You was hearing about Epste? Child, that documentary is woo! Like I said, I was listening and I wasn't listening when I watched it the first time on Netflix, but I really listened to it yesterday. I went back and listened to it, like I said, to see if they said anything about Naomi Campbell, because I want to do this video about her as well as that article, because they keep trying to throw her in the midst of all this and she don't have nothing to do with it. So I really went back and I paid absolute attention to what was going on, and my mouth was wide open when I really went back and listened that second time to all the tea that was being spilled about a whole lot of people. And so, yeah, whole lot of questions. Very interesting. So, yeah. So it's a mess, and it was a lot to process, though, Teresa. I agree. It's a lot to process. Ooh, child, it's just like a lot. So anyway, I can't wait to see that. But I will be watching the Lifetime Surviving Jeffrey Epstein 2-night event that's going to be coming in August that I told you guys about. I can't wait to watch and see if they have some new information or if it's just going to be some extension of the Netflix documentary. You see what I'm saying? Because that Netflix documentary, baby, they better come up with some new stuff to rival that Netflix documentary. They even had employees spilling tea on that documentary. Child. Desiree said, "I've been saying for years, why in this day and age are we still allowing the electoral college determine the election outcome?" I absolutely agree, Desiree. You know, this government is supposed to be by the people, for the people, but you're usurping that ideology when you have a small group of politicians really deciding who's going to be the president of this United States of America, as opposed to listening to who the people want to be the president of the United States of America. So yeah, it don't make no sense. It's ridiculous, and it's very dangerous. You know. So yeah, I agree, Desiree. I agree. But anyway, y'all, let me get off here, child. I just want to let y'all know what was going on with just a few things that are going on in our entertainment world, as well as the political ring, as well as trying to deal with this COVID-19. This COVID is real. It is still attacking this country. It's still attacking the world. Okay? And so I think that the whoever set this pandemic upon us, they need to be brought up on crimes against humanity. Okay? That is what I feel. But you know, money talks. Okay, we've seen that, a perfect example of that via Jeffrey Epstein and all of that stuff. Okay, yeah. Teresa said, "Yes, I never agree with them overpowering the American people." Absolutely, Teresa, I agree. They determine the election. Period. Yeah. It makes you not want to care. You're right about that, but we can't give up the fight. You know. Tracy says, facts. That's who decides. So the popular vote holds no weight. Absolutely. Absolutely. It renders what the country has to say as it pertains to who we want to lead this country. It renders our voice mute that Electoral College does. And that's ridiculous. It's just like saying, we're gonna give you the illusion that your vote counts. You see what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. It's not right. For a country that's supposed to be by the people, for the people, that doesn't make any sense to have an electoral college. I absolutely agree with that. It undermines the whole premise of the Constitution of the United States of America as well. It undermines it. It really does. And so, yeah, it's crazy. But anyway, guys, I guess that's all. You guys enjoy your day. I'm going to get off of here. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button if you like what you heard this morning. You guys know that when I find something out and I think it's interesting, I think there's something that you guys are going to be interested in talking about, I will come on and do my best, honey, to explain the shenanigans that we are witnessing in this world right now. And there are a lot of shenanigans. And then also, as it pertains to this vote, it is imperative that if you are registered vote, you should vote. Okay? This year, you should vote. You know. Lady Tia said, Miss Olivia, do you know who they are? Who are, Lady Tia? Do I know who are? They determine election period. Like you don't care. Who do I know who is Lady Tia? And anyway, yeah. Like I said, you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. You know, let's get this video out here. I wish more people would share what Naomi Campbell had to say in reference to her being them trying to implicate her, you know, when it comes to this Epstein Maxwell duo, you know, and I really I don't even know why more people haven't played that audio of her addressing that. The Electoral College. No, I don't know who they are in particular, but I know it's a group of politicians, a group of elected officials, but I don't know them by name. No, I don't, Lady Tia. I do not. I'm not even going to lie about that. Facts, who's decides, so the popular vote holds. Oh, I read that. But yeah, I don't know them by name. I don't. I've never looked that deep into it. I really haven't. I suppose I could, but I haven't. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get out here, get my day started. Y'all be safe out there. Wash your hands. Wear your mask. You know, and do the best you can to keep your people safe. Okay? Because this pandemic is real. Okay? We are now at upwards of they say we are now upwards of over 3 million people being tested positive for the coronavirus and upwards of over 130,000 deaths in this country alone as a result to this coronavirus. Tracy said, that's the part I don't understand. Why vote when it doesn't hold any weight? You're absolutely right. But, you know, we have the right to vote in this country. And even if they are trying to usurp our vote, we still have a right. We have an obligation to vote in this country, especially if you are a person of color. You know, a lot of people fought and died for you to have the right to vote. And we should absolutely vote. Do you see what I'm saying? We should feel obligated to our ancestors, because of our ancestors, to vote. Do you see what I'm saying? And they're still, even to this day, trying to squash our right to vote, making it so hard for black people to vote, in particular in this country. You know, with all this gerrymandering going on and all these extra voter rules that are going on, even taking away polling stations when they know in some of these small towns, a lot of these people don't even have cars. Do you see what I'm saying? Anything to manipulate the vote. Anything to manipulate the people's voice, to try to stamp down the people's voice as it pertains to voting, that is what they try to do, and that is crazy. It doesn't make any sense, you know. And so, yeah, that's pretty much my final word on it, guys. The electoral college is a body of electors. Absolutely, the electoral college consists of 538 electors. I thought it was like 200 or 300. Is it 538? I didn't think there was that many. But perhaps, like I said, I need to Google some information about that. So yeah, but anyway, guys, thanks for the information, Tracy LaGirl. Thanks for joining us. I'm gonna get off of here, and this is the last time I'm gonna say it. I'm leaving for real this time. But y'all keep saying stuff, and I keep talking. Excuse me. But I'm gone this time. Y'all have a nice day. Y'all be safe outside. I love you guys. You know what I mean? I'm gonna talk to you guys later. You know what I mean? Peace. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining me. Love you guys. I'm out.